Hi everyone, Paul Buster here, and we are going to take a look at some of the Sonic figures that I own. The lesser cared about ones, I guess you could say. Um, the figures are in okay condition. Um, most are from Sonic Boom, but I have a couple older ones also. Also, I have a few Super Mario figures I want to take a look at. So, first thing first, you know, some questions. One, uh, why is everybody fast? It's like, okay, obviously you guys by now know that it's for me pretty much Sonic, Tails, Robotnik, not Eggman, Robotnik, um, Knuckles, Woodland Creatures, and I would go as far as to say Amy. That's pretty much the roster for me. Because I look at it as, you know, two heroes trying to save all the smaller animals who are, I guess, not as evolved as them from destruction. As a matter of fact, the whole freedom fighter is okay, but when it comes down to Silver, SPO, and the rest of them who look like Sonic but different colors, uh, I don't know. I just wish they all didn't have the same base design because they all literally are like Sonic. They all got the same limbs and just different color. They got the connected eyes, the muzzle. It's okay for Tails. He looked different enough. Knuckles is fine also because he was different. Um, you know what? I would go as far as to say Shadow is even acceptable, and Metal Sonic. I forgot about Metal Sonic. But as the years go by, I'm starting to adjust to a few newer characters though, like Sticks. I like Sticks. I don't like the games, but the shows, the Sonic Boom show, I don't have a problem with. Uh, so yeah, that's my gripe. Um, but yeah, again, why is every character fast in the Sonic world, in the games at least? It's like even in Sonic Forces, the creative character is fast. So shouldn't that make Sonic name irrelevant or pointless rather? I mean, shouldn't they technically be called Team Sonic at this rate? Because everyone's fast. I don't know if it's Sega's like way of cheaping out or what, but I don't like that. It takes away from Sonic specifically. If everybody can run fast, it kind of voids him being special. Because if you think about it, Tails could fly and is fast, which is acceptable for the Sonic 2 because it's like, okay, Tails is fast with Sonic, but you can look at it as he's not as fast. He's fast, but not as fast as Sonic. Hence the miles per hour thing. Um, and you could also say his two tails propels him, which it does on old games, to go fast. But when he's flying upright, it doesn't really work. Matter of fact, let me grab throwback tails. But also, apologies for the background noise. That's my furnace. Yeah, it's pretty loud. They changed it, said it's going to be quieter, and it was a complete opposite. So, yeah. But yeah, flying this way is fine because it's propelling them. Oh, and sorry for the boring backdrop. No Sonic poster or anything in this room to put up, and yeah, I'm gonna have to start doing that again. Well, for this newer channel, well now old channel, have to start putting up posters of whatever theme I'm doing because I like the whole Sonic color scheme, the red, white, and blue. Well, blue, red, and the little white. So that would have looked it awesome back here as a backdrop. But hey, what are you gonna do? But yeah, upright, he wouldn't go as fast, but this would propel him to go fast. Again, not as fast Sonic, but fast. So Tails is acceptable to be going fast. Knuckles, even though he was fast in the game, I never really looked at him as fast. But you could also say his digging, as arms being so strong with the two knuckles, makes him fast. So he's punching real fast. Not as fast as Sonic, but fast. So that's acceptable. This created character on Sonic Forces is ridiculous. Um, The Ghostbuster game should have had a creative player. The one that came out a few years ago for the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, or whatnot, that should have had a creative player. Sonic is unique. I don't think Sonic needed a creative player. Yes, it's fun and whatever, but I play Sonic for Sonic, Sonic and Tails. Knuckles. I don't play Sonic for everyone else. Um, Shadow is fine being fast because he got the glider. He's pretty much skating, gliding as he runs, so he's acceptable. Um, Again, the SPO and all of them, it takes away from Sonic because they can do other things as well as run fast. So Sonic only run fast, so it takes away from him being special. I mean, that's just what I came up with or realized or noticed. Uh, so yeah, I honestly think they should change that in Sonic games. I want to say Sonic Heroes is where I drew the line at. When they was all running fast, it's like, oh my god, I can't. Sonic's supposed to be the speedster, and I believe you were still fast with Tails and Knuckles. I want to say that was the one because I want to say when I called it quits. It wasn't even Sonic '06. Sonic '06 looked at promising, but when I saw that human girl, I checked out. Um, what else was I gonna gripe about? I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, we all know the new Sonic that they've been putting in the recent games. That's not Sonic. That mute, that isn't Sonic. I don't know who that guy is. Sonic talked, had an attitude. He was spontaneous, outrageous. You know, he had a voice, which is always to me going to be Jaleel White. So that's Sonic. This guy who's running around with modern Sonic that doesn't talk and clumsy and all that, just like Turtles Forever, that's pretty much a parody of Sonic. That's not Sonic. Which is why it's like, yeah, we have him in the games, but it's not him. It's not the same Sonic. It doesn't feel the same. But yeah, let me start with the video, the the actual video. Yeah, these guys don't stand for crap. Um, they just falls over. They're pretty cool. They're from Sonic Boom, but they don't stand. And I wonder how. I'm not sure. I think those are kind of hard to come by now. The Sonic Boom figures. Every set I picked up or figure or whatever had a Sonic with it at the time, so this is no exception. I thought all three of these was the same, but it's weird because now looking at it after having it this whole time, I'm just realizing this one has grinning teeth and this one's mouth. So these two are the same here. This is different. Paint varies, which again is why I'm so surprised that Tommy made that last Sonic figure because that's fucking epic. It's awesome. These, they're okay, but the paint is hit or miss. It's okay for the most part. Everything's painted the way it should be, but it's you know. So yeah, here's the 360. All you actual Sonic fans should already know these by now or have them. So, and they all came with these energy waves from the Sonic Boom game. So yeah, there's Sonic, and here's Shadow to compare them. So I like this Sonic the best out of all these. So yeah, more blocky and boxy-ish, but gets the job done. But speaking of Sonic games, Sonic Move to 3D was pretty bad, but when I first seen the Dreamcast one, the first Sonic game, oh my god, that was like everything. Seeing him run, like when you take off, he's walking, and then you start hopping, and then take. Man, I'm like, this is what Sonic should be in 3D. But then they broke the gameplay up with Big the Cat and everything, and it it was a kind of a mess, I guess you could say. But yeah, here's Sonic Boom's Knuckles, Mr. Buff. So, which I like the Sonic Boom Knuckles. He's so different from looking like Sonic. I mean, even though he still got the muzzle, his eyes was always different from Sonic. See, it's not connected, so Knuckles is always acceptable. Um, but yeah, I like how much of a departure from the original this one is. So if I had a hybrid, it would be the throwback Sonic with this type of Knuckles. You know. Also, this Sonic was from Jazzwares, the 1991 25th, I believe, edition or something like that, as well as this Tails. Which the problem with the Tails I have is he's too big. Him and Sonic is so off scale, like it's not even funny. Like Tails is always supposed to be smaller than Sonic. This is like adult Tails where he grow over Sonic, like the Kid Danger show where he's starting to get taller than Captain Man. And yes, I watched Kid Danger. Haven't seen it recently, but yeah, I liked it that show. Uh, Here's Eggman, not Robotnik. The other one is always going to be Robotnik. We need a Robotnik figure. I know they had one with Jazzwares, but I skipped out on a whole Jazzware line besides these two so bad. And the Robotnik I was supposed to came back to get, and it was gone. Haven't seen it there since. So tough luck out on me. Um, this Red Baron Eggman is kind of cool, but this is not the Eggman or Robotnik that I know. So the Robotnik, I'd even accept the animated wacky Robotnik. I like the Sat AM Robotnik though. So, Sat AM Sonic and original game Sonic is acceptable. Uh Animated series Sonic Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog is okay, but that's like a whole nother thing. Metal Sonic still look the same for the most part. This is Sonic Boom version, but yeah, Metal Sonic was never my favorite. He was always pretty much overrated to me along the lines of, I guess, Shadow. But oh, here's how you look from behind. It's not painted, but yeah, I mean he's okay, but he's not my fave. I accept him. I liked him in the Sonic animated anime movie, which I still have. I have to find that. I cannot find that the case though. I just have the disc, and it's like in a CD case. Amy, I'll accept her as a girl Sonic technically because Sonic. I don't want him to be the only character in his race. Which again, if all the characters SPO and everyone else was hedgehogs, that'd be fine because you have like a race of hedgehogs saving woodland creatures. That's fine, And she's a hedgehog also, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm getting older and my brain's turning to mush. So I'm assuming she's a hedgehog. I don't want to say, oh, she's a cat. It's like, wait, what? Because I know there's the bunny on with the Freedom Fighter and Sally the squirrel or whatever, Acorn or whatever her name was. I forgot. Um, oh, in fact, I could have been doing this rant while showing you guys the Archie comics, but I'm gonna say that for another video. Um, yeah, paint on this one's pretty good. It's actually almost as good as Sticks, and this isn't the first edition of Sticks. I passed out on that one, and as usual, went to get it and it was long gone. That's usually how it works for me. If I don't get it then and there, it won't be out. But if I do get it, they'll have tons of them in stock later. That's how life is for me. It's pretty messed up. So, yep. Those two look great. And again, I accept her because I think she's a bandicoot or something. I don't know. But I gotta get back into it. But these colors are so funky and awesome. Like the mixed match colors, the brown tones, and up here at the top. Let me stop because I'm starting to drag. And here's Tails. Everybody hate Tails. I don't have a problem with Tails. I don't like new Tails. I guess that's if everybody got a problem with new Tails, then I agree. I don't like the smart Tails. I don't. I like Tails when he was kind of smart, but not smart. And his tail broke because Tommy. So yeah, that's Tails. Um, this insect as well as this insect bot, who were woodland creatures also. came with the original Sonic and Tails, well, classic Sonic Tails rather. The Eggmobile, I'm assuming it's called glider. Sculpt is good. Paint isn't as bad either, but these could have been colored something different. Also, the bottom of this also had a pull string. You put it in this little hole here. You pull a ripcord and it does a boring gimmick where it just slides across, but usually it falls over. So, yeah. As for the Sonics, here's what used to be the definitive version, and don't worry, his arm is right here. The pin is gone, so it's like broke, and I could fix it. I just haven't done it in over 10 years. So yeah, but yeah, this one was pretty cool. It still looks cool. Uh, he's bow-legged. You know, his feet is tilted. So I heard there's knockoffs, and the knockoffs doesn't have tilted feet or something like that. So yeah, this isn't a knockoff. This is the original Resource one. Um, I missed out on all those because at the time, I wasn't aware of their existence, and once I did find out, this was the only figure they had, and it was like a year or so after they released at the Toys R Us that they had that one. um, and yeah, guys, this is the Sonic figures I have besides the newest one that I still own. The Tails, the Knuckles, I had gotten years later and sold them on eBay because I needed the cash and they was actually going for a nice amount. But the Sonic, again, I had first, so he had no packaging because I was younger and destroyed the packaging when I opened them. And yeah, so he's the only one that's still been around. And hopefully we get a Tommy figure of that guy because even though all the Sonic figures kind of look alike, they're still different. Oh, and also these figures are kind of hard to stand, so you might catch them all toppling over here and there, especially if I make a mistake and bump them. This is my favorite out of all these figures, though. So it's just funny because I'm not a fan of Jazzwares. You know what? I'm gonna do another video when I do the book showing the other figures I have because this isn't everything. This is just what I had immediately close by. So look out for that video, which probably be later today or maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. And yeah, so like, share, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Power to the Buster. Out.